Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am covering the tragedy out of Moscow, Idaho. Let's talk about an incident that happened right outside Bryan Kohberger's apartment during the late night hours of November 12th, 2022. There was an incident right next door to Bryan Kohberger's apartments, and I'm going to share that with you right here, right now, and we will discuss. Check it out. So this was a news report out of Pullman, Washington. WSU student arrested for hit and run. 19-year-old faces charges for hitting two pedestrians with a car. Washington State University student Carmen Fernandez, 19 years old, of Yakima, Washington, was arrested Sunday, November 13th, and booked into the Whitman County Jail for hitting fellow students and fleeing the scene Saturday, November 12th. Pullman police responded to a crash at Grove Apartments on Brandy Way around 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. Fernandez had been in the car with her sister and sister's friend when she struck Caitlin Venner and Hunter Wagner before running into a fire hydrant, which ruptured the water line. The Washington State University Police Department and Whitman County Sheriff's Office assisted with the investigation. Fernandez was located by Pullman police Saturday and arrested for vehicle assault and driving under the influence. The two people who were hit were treated and released from Pullman Regional Hospital. So, yeah, this happened right now. I'm going to show you the Grove Apartments. This is right next door to the Steptoe Apartments, and this happened at 11:30 p.m. Saturday night. A couple hours later, Bryan Kohberger allegedly drove to Moscow to do his act. So it's just so strange and bizarre that someone would do a hit and run right by Bryan Kohberger's apartment. So a 19-year-old man named Carmen Fernandez did a hit and run. He got arrested for hit and run right next door to Bryan Kohberger's apartments, 11:30 p.m. on November 12th. You know, just a couple hours later, then Bryan Kohberger allegedly drove to Moscow to commit the crimes. Look how close it is to Bryan Kohberger's apartments where this hit and run occurred. And here is a Google map, Pullman, Washington. I have the Grove Apartments where the hit and run happened, 11:30 p.m., November 12th, and the Steptoe Apartments right next door. That's where Bryan Kohberger stayed, and right next door to him at 11:30 p.m. around that time on the 12th, hours before he allegedly drove to Moscow, there was a hit and run incident right next door. Is it related in any way? It's right there. Strange things. I'm not saying it's connected, but do you think it's connected? Do you think Bryan maybe knew this Carmen guy? Very, very strange. Just strange, bizarre chain of events that's going on. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Let me know what you think about all this, or is it just coincidental? A lot of things happen in a lot of places these days, you know, right next door to you. But right before Bryan goes to Moscow, then there's a big incident right outside his apartment complex. Very, very strange. We'll talk soon. God bless. Everyone be safe. Justice for the victims and their families. Praying for the community of Moscow.